Ready.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. On that first down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Striker.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
First and 10 at the 45.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Shoves one away. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 45.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. Ryan Mann, he's in the clear. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. And that brings up second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Off play action, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a one-score game in the first half. Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Jets 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Trevor Etienne to return this. Things going well so far. Has room down the left sideline. At the 20. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. throw in. It's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Green 19, get set. Alpha, let's go. Alpha, 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 alpha. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scar in the strange.
EQ. Here we go. 331, 331.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, son. Right.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here we go, son. Angel, angel, angel. Go.
Fields on 3rd. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A modest gain on the counter. A good recovery there from the front 7, Kate. They bought the fake initially, but adjusted just in time to limit the damage headed the other direction.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd and 6 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green 19, get set. Set out.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 on fourth down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This just 21 yards down the pipe. And the kick by Folk is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Come on, set. Ready?
Hubbard quick on the draw. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Ready, set.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hubbard again. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Offense up to the line fast. Bring the throw here on third. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready, ready.
First down,
30.
Panthers.
Looking to throw. Young. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready, break.
It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 50, green. Ready?
He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get more points to end a lopsided first half. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He's back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds to end this second quarter, Brock. Defenders got there, but not before a pretty nice pickup. See if they can build off that in the second half. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Etienne. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. teams were lucky if they got 2 in a season, and here he's got 2 by himself in this game.
Yeah, if you think about it, Kate, like in our lifetime, we have not seen such a drastic new rule change that's created so much new scheme and opportunity. These returns, well, they're a product of hard work, new scheme, and finding ways to exploit the weakness of your opponent.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Go.
Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First
Here we
and
go.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, here comes Hall. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go. All right.
Hall gets it again on second down. He is down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Delta. 19 instruction. Set high.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Second and 10 now. Fields. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a...
Now he's past the 25, and they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play, and it's good for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
All right.
From the red zone now. It's across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Full on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets make it an 18-point game.
Jets 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. It's Hubbard off the option. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Young working from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Ball and defender runs at the exact same time there. So that brings up fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Set, go. Yellow, 43, hut.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 41-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, sir. Tonight.
Coming right is Hall. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Hall once more. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. Finds him on the crossing route. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds, just shy of that 10-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
319, can I see that? Tonight.
Working inside the red zone. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go. Tonight.
Hall running between the tackles. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Ready? Tonight.
Fields now on 3rd. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Polk with a point after. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game.
Jets 24.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. The Jets with a return here. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. 22 needle. Clutch. Ready.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Check.
Now Young. Pulled in by Tommy Tremble. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Go. 10. Set. Cut. Black. 95.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through the final whistle. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now. Cut.
On play action, here's Young. He rolls to his right. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Set. Striker. Ready.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. The group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set.
To the air yet again. Young. That one connects. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Here's cut.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
Well, I'm not even sure how this happens, Kate. All it took was falling forward, and they are in 3 feet. Instead, this is one of their biggest losses of the game, and if this series doesn't end in 6, well, they can have that play to thank for.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Young looking to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Fight. 90. Here's set.
Young on 3rd and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Completes the fake inside the 10. And they score. They trade an attempt at 3 into 6 with the fake.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the extra point.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields out of the gun. The Jets take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Here we go, son. Right.
Play action now. It's Fields. And he put everything he's got behind it. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
And he's going to try another big game downfield. Hits the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right behind him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game. It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is ETN. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
And cycle. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Watch out now. 52.
Out of the shotgun, and give to Hubbard. And give him 9 on that run. And they've got 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Got it.
3rd down, Jets into the dime.
Set. 45. Wide.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Dude, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes at it. I'd call it about the 12-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now it's Fields. Connects with his back. Hall. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Connecting on the slant. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Fields on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Extend. Here we go, son. Green 19, good.
Fields throwing once more. Checks it down to Hall. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now within one score at the fourth. Breece Hall with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Hey, Ken. Good night.
Back to throw. And he's got it. That gets him two and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
And the Panthers secure that kick. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
We've set it down from the 37.
Here we play.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Timeout taken by New York. That's in second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Looking slant route complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 9-point advantage. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers making a 10-point ball game.
49, Jets 39. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this first and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 3-19, good snap.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Wilson on the slant. Hit almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37.
10 yards. The Jets. First down.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making a 4-point game here in the fourth. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one right down the middle. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game.
46.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he'll have it. Got one timeout, but Not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. On second down, it's Hubbard. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Down. 10 flat.
Zone read. They'll give it to Hubbard. And he will have the Panthers first down. And that's the last little bit they needed, Brock, to clinch this win.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after this one.
Yeah, things just got to feel different every day in that building. Playing this well over the last month plus, guys feel like they're on another level. And it gives them a huge lift on game. They can feel that confidence.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Brock Hughes.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. The mother